One of the prevailing questions arising from Dragon Ball Daima's reveal revolves around his placement in the expensive Dragon Ball timeline. Given that Toriyama is at the helm of this new story, it's expected to adhere to Dragon Ball's continuity without disputing or going against Dragon Ball's super narrative. However, determining exactly where Daima fits into the timeline has sparked numerous theories and speculations among fans. One theory suggests that Daima takes place after the events of the Buu Saga, but before the Battle of Gods arc, specifically within the 2-year gap following the conclusion of the Buu Saga. However, this theory faces a significant hurdle. The fusion of Kaioshin and Kabuto, which is depicted in all versions of Battle of Gods, did not occur during the Universe 6 arc. Therefore, if Daima were to take place during this period, it would raise questions about the existence of the fused Supreme Kai. This discrepancy suggests that Daima likely does not fit into this particular time frame. Another aspect to consider is how the characters revert to being children, which may involve a wish or curse, among other possibilities. The further exploration of this aspect is warranted in a separate video, as it could provide crucial insights into Daima's placement in the timeline. Another theory is that Dragon Ball Daima might take place during the Dragon Ball Super conclusion, offering several potential scenarios. It could occur after the events of the Broly movie but before the Moro arc, or perhaps the Goku Black arc but before the Tournament of Power. However, these possibilities seem unlikely, as the trailer suggests that the characters were already separated and reverted to children before any fusion occurred. Additionally, Broly is noticeably absent from the trailer, indicating that the events of Daima likely occur either before or after his involvement. Since Broly only visited Earth to fight Goku and Vegeta, his absence suggests that Daima may not align with the timeline surrounding the Broly movie. Moreover, Daima is unlikely to take place after the Moro arc and before upcoming Dragon Ball Superhero arc, as Goku and Vegeta are shown fighting on Earth in the trailer, rather than the particularly intergalactic adventures, or on Beerus' world. Theory number 3 suggests that Dragon Ball Daima could take place after the events of Dragon Ball Superhero, but before the conclusion of Dragon Ball Z. Toriyama's previous statements indicate that the events of Superhero occur in close proximity to the end of Z, when Goku reunites with Ub and Pan participates in the tournament. If the theory holds true, then Daima would need to fit in a very narrow time frame, possibly within a year or less. Placing Daima in the period just before the conclusion of Dragon Ball Z makes logical sense, especially considering Toriyama's comments about the timeline alignment. It would effectively slot the series into the tail end of the 10-year time skip between the defeat of Kid Buu and the final tournament. This theory aligns with the narrative flow and continuity established by the Dragon Ball franchise thus far. Theory number 4, on the other hand, proposes that Daima occurs after the end of Z, with perhaps some minor influences from Dragon Ball GT. Many fans are hopeful for this scenario, as it will offer new storylines and character developments beyond the established Z timeline. One reason why Theory 3 may not hold true is the absence of Goku wearing the blue gi. If the series indeed occurs near the end of Dragon Ball Z, it's plausible that Goku could acquire the blue gi by the series' conclusion. This could signify a significant event in the final episode of Dragon Ball Daima. However, if the series takes place at the end of Z, Goku should already be seen wearing the blue gi, which is not the case. It's possible that Goku has the blue gi but chose not to wear it, but that's highly unlikely. While this notion could make sense, Toriyama and Shueisha have been keen on acknowledging existing events within the Dragon Ball timeline. Introducing a new timeline might confuse fans and deviate from the established narrative flow spanning from Dragon Ball Z to Super. Therefore, it seems unlikely that Dragon Ball Daima exists in an entirely different timeline. In conclusion, Theory 4 proposes that Dragon Ball Daima occurs right before the end of Z, possibly just a month prior. This timeline aligns with the narrative trajectory and allows for the possibility of Goku acquiring the iconic blue gi before the series concludes. While theories proposing various points in the Dragon Ball timeline, from the post-Buu Saga to after Dragon Ball Super, have their validity, certain clues within the trailers provide a clearer picture. The notion that Dragon Ball Daima occurred during the Super era gained significant traction when considering a pivotal detail revealed in the trailers. Among these, perhaps the most telling is the depiction of Goku and Vegeta engaged in sparring sessions on what appears to be Earth's terrain. While this detail may seem insignificant at first glance, its significance cannot be overstated. Throughout the Dragon Ball franchise, Goku and Vegeta's dynamics have evolved considerably, particularly in terms of their training habits. Prior to Dragon Ball Super, instances of Goku and Vegeta deliberately training together are virtually non-existent. Instead, their interactions are predominantly limited to moments of necessity or collaboration during pivotal battles. Thus, the betrayal of Goku and Vegeta engaging in sparring sessions signifies a departure from the norm and strongly suggests that Dragon Ball Daima takes place during the Dragon Ball Super era. Furthermore, the very fact that Goku and Vegeta are depicted sparring at all speaks volumes about their respective power dynamics. Historically, Goku has maintained a significant advantage over Vegeta in terms of raw power throughout much of Dragon Ball Z. While Vegeta has had his moments of triumph and growth, Goku's dominance has been a recurring theme. However, in Dragon Ball Super, this shifts drastically, elevating Vegeta to a position of comparable strength and transforming the rivalry into a more balanced dynamic. In the Super era, both Goku and Vegeta are portrayed as formidable fighters in their own right, with Vegeta no longer regulated to a perpetual underdog role. Instead, he stands as Goku's equal, engaging in friendly competition and pushing each other to new heights of strength and skill. And because of that, I'd say this for sure says that this is in the Dragon Ball Super era of things. Oh, you're still there. Well,
hello there.
If you're still watching at this point in the video, it's for two possible reasons. Either A, you're a die-hard MajinBird fan, or B, you're the type of person who likes to see things through to the end. Either way, you're my type of viewer, those I feel I can truly connect with. That said, let me tell you how things go down over here on MajinBird. I love Dragon Ball, so you see me making all kinds of Dragon Ball content on this channel. This can range from what-if theories, explanations, and my personal takes. These different topics are sorted by thumbnail or title. If the video says what if, then that's what it is. Look for a thumbnail that looks like fan art. What ifs will mainly be uploaded to the Patreon. There you'll find all kinds of what if theories very soon. I usually post episode 1 on the channel, but the continuation will be on Patreon. If the video title asks a question, it's usually a take of mine, me giving an opinion about a specific topic or idea. In videos with thumbnails like this, white border, or explanation videos, look there to learn something new or revisit older topics you enjoy hearing. Make sense so far? The last thing I want to tell you guys is about the official Discord, Dragon Ball HQ. Here, I'd like to build a wholesome community of Dragon Ball fans where we can discuss the miracle that is Dragon Ball. See you there.